What if the numbers 3, 6, and 9 were not just numbers, but a symbolic code for how reality is created? You have probably heard the famous idea before. If you understood the magnificence of 3, 6, and 9, you would have the key to the universe. But here is where we have to be careful. The internet loves attaching mysterious quotes to Nikola Tesla, and not everything online is verified. So in this video, we are not going to pretend Tesla personally taught the modern 369 manifestation method. We are going deeper than that, because whether you see 369 as numerology, symbolism, manifestation psychology, or a frequency code, there is a reason this pattern keeps pulling people in. Nikola Tesla. 369 is not just about writing something 3 times in the morning, 6 times in the afternoon, and 9 times at night. That is the method. But the deeper meaning is about frequency, imagination, identity, and organized consciousness. And once you understand that, 369 stops being a trend and starts becoming a mirror. Nikola Tesla was an inventor, electrical engineer, and visionary whose work helped shape the modern electrical world. He is connected to alternating current, motors, the Tesla coil, wireless transmission experiments, and the study of invisible forces that could be measured, directed, and transformed. That is why Tesla became such a powerful symbol in spiritual culture, because Tesla's world was not only about what the eyes could see, it was about what moved behind the visible: electricity, vibration, frequency, energy, patterns, signals, fields. And this is where the spiritual meaning of Nikola Tesla 369 begins, not with superstition, with the idea that invisible patterns shape visible reality. Before anything is built in the outer world, it usually begins as an inner pattern, a thought, a vision, a mental image, a feeling, a possibility, a repeated idea the mind keeps returning to. That is why 369 is so powerful as a symbol. It points to the hidden architecture of creation. Now let's break down the meaning of 3, 6, and 9. In the 369 code, 3 represents the creative spark. This is the idea, the vision, the imagination, the first signal. Spiritually, 3 can symbolize mind, body, and spirit, past, present, and future, idea, word, and action. It is the triangle, the first stable shape, the moment where possibility begins to take form. So when you see 3 in the 369 code, think, what vision am I receiving? What idea is trying to be born through me? What pattern keeps asking for my attention? 3 is the spark, but a spark by itself is not enough. 6 represents harmony. This is where the vision must become organized. 6 is balance, beauty, refinement, responsibility, love, relationship, energetic coherence. If 3 is the idea, 6 asks, can your life harmonize with this idea? Because a lot of people want a new reality, but their habits, nervous system, identity, relationships, and choices are still tuned to the old one. That creates static. You say you want peace, but you keep choosing chaos. You say you want wealth, but your money identity still feels unsafe receiving more. You say you want love, but your nervous system only recognizes intensity as chemistry. You say you want visibility, but you keep hiding the very gift you came here to express. That is not failure, that is incoherence. 6 is the number that asks you to bring the signal into alignment, not just in your thoughts, but in your body, choices, environment, relationships, and daily rhythm. Then comes 9. 9 represents completion, integration, wisdom, release, the ending of an old pattern, the wider field of consciousness. If 3 is the vision, and 6 is the harmonization, then 9 is the identity that can actually hold the result. That is the part most people miss about manifestation. They think manifestation is only about wanting something, but wanting is not the same as becoming. You can want the new life, while still identifying with the old version of yourself. You can write the affirmation, while still rehearsing the fear. You can visualize abundance, while still making decisions from lack. You can ask for love, while still abandoning yourself. 9 asks, what old identity must complete so the new pattern can become natural? That is the hidden meaning of the 369 code. 3. Receive the vision. 6. Organize the energy. 9. Embody the completed identity. That is not a cosmic vending machine. That is conscious creation. This is why Nikola Tesla 369 is really about frequency. But let's define frequency the grounded way. In science, frequency has a specific meaning, but in spiritual language, frequency is often used as a symbol for the patterns you repeatedly think, feel, choose, tolerate, and embody. Your frequency is not just your mood. It is not just being positive. It is the signal created by your repetition. What do you keep thinking? What do you keep expecting? What do you keep emotionally rehearsing? What do you keep tolerating? What do you keep choosing? What identity are you broadcasting through your actions? Because your life is always receiving instruction from your patterns, not just your wishes. This is where 369 becomes powerful. It trains you to ask, what pattern am I repeatedly energizing? What future am I rehearsing emotionally? What identity am I making familiar? What would coherence look like in my thoughts, body, work, money, and relationships? That is frequency work, not pretending everything is fine, not toxic positivity, not avoiding hard truth. Sometimes raising your frequency means telling the truth. Sometimes it means resting. Sometimes it means creating a boundary. Sometimes it means paying the bill. Sometimes it means sending the email. Sometimes it means finally doing the thing you keep asking for signs about. A coherent frequency includes truth. Now let's talk about imagination. Tesla is often remembered as someone who could visualize inventions before building them, and that gives us one of the most powerful lessons in this entire topic. Imagination is creative technology. Most people use imagination unconsciously. They imagine rejection. They imagine failure. They imagine abandonment. They imagine being judged. They imagine losing money. They imagine the worst-case scenario, and then wonder why their nervous system feels like the future is already unsafe. But a conscious creator uses imagination differently, not to escape reality, but to prepare identity. In the Nikola Tesla 369 philosophy, imagination is not daydreaming, it is inner engineering. You build the pattern internally before you ask life to mirror it externally. You practice the feeling of the person who can hold the outcome. You remove the inner static that keeps interrupting the signal. You stop using imagination as a fear simulator and start using it as a creation laboratory. That is when 369 becomes more than numbers. It becomes a process. 3 clarifies the imagined pattern. 6 harmonizes the emotional field. 9 integrates the identity that can sustain the result. The goal is not to force the universe. The goal is to become internally organized enough to recognize, choose, and act from the reality you are creating. Now let's clear up the biggest misconception. Did Nikola Tesla actually create the 369 manifestation method? There is no reliable need to claim that. And honestly, we do not need to force that claim for the symbolism to be powerful. Tesla's real legacy is already massive. Electricity, engineering, invention, vision, frequency. The modern 369 manifestation method is better understood as a later spiritual practice, inspired by the themes people associate with Tesla: invisible force, repetition, pattern, frequency, and creation. So the safer truth is this: Tesla gives us the metaphor. 369 gives us the symbolic map. Consciousness gives it meaning, and action gives it form. We can honor the mystery without making fake history. Now, can the 369 code actually help with manifestation? Yes, but not because the numbers magically do the work for you. The 369 code can support manifestation when it helps you organize your attention, emotion, identity, and action around a clear intention. Repetition can focus the mind, but repetition without identity becomes empty. Repetition with contradiction becomes noise. Repetition with embodiment becomes a signal. That is the difference. You can write, "I am abundant," 369 times, but if your daily choices still worship scarcity, the signal is divided. You can write, "I am ready for love," but if you keep choosing unavailable people, the signal is divided. You can write, "I am successful," but if you keep avoiding visibility, structure, and discipline, the signal is divided. Manifestation is not only what you say, it is what your identity is organized to receive. The real 369 work is coherence. In money and career, Nikola Tesla 369 is about organized vision, not think rich and avoid work, not write it down and wait for the universe to cash app you. Money responds to patterns, skill patterns, spending patterns, receiving patterns, avoidance patterns, self-worth patterns, visibility patterns, decision patterns. If your inner identity says, "I am not the kind of person who can hold more," then more money may feel exciting, but unsafe. If your career identity says, "My ideas do not matter," you may keep hiding the very signal you are meant to transmit. So for money and career, 369 asks, what vision am I building toward? What skill needs clearer structure? Where is my money identity still organized around fear? What pattern would a more resourced version of me repeat daily? Where do I need to turn imagination into disciplined creation? Because manifestation without structure becomes fantasy, but imagination with structure becomes invention. That is Tesla energy. In love and relationships, Nikola Tesla 369 is about resonance, not control, not obsession, not trying to manifest a specific person against their will. The deeper question is, what kind of love is my identity organized to recognize, receive, and sustain? 3 asks, what love am I imagining? 6 asks, can my emotional field harmonize with that love? 9 asks, what old relationship identity must complete so a new pattern can begin? Because if someone says they want sacred love, but keeps choosing unavailable people, the signal is divided. If someone says they want peace, but their nervous system only recognizes chaos as chemistry, the field needs healing. If someone wants commitment, but keeps abandoning their own boundaries, the identity has not caught up with the desire. 369 in love is not about controlling another person. It is about becoming coherent enough to stop confusing survival patterns with destiny. Healthy love will not always feel like fireworks to a nervous system addicted to chaos. Sometimes it feels like safety, and safety can feel unfamiliar until your identity learns how to hold it. Now here is a simple 369 contemplation practice. This is not the full method. This is a reflective version you can use today. Think of one pattern you are choosing to create, not 10. 1. Then ask. 3. What vision am I choosing to imagine? Be specific. What are you creating? What does it look like? What does it feel like? Who are you becoming inside that vision? Then ask. 6. What in my life needs to harmonize with this pattern? Your habits, your environment, your nervous system, your money behavior, your relationships, your schedule, your self-talk. Then ask. 9. What old version of me is ready to complete? The version that hides, the version that procrastinates, the version that doubts every download, the version that waits for permission, the version that confuses chaos with passion? Then sit quietly and ask, what would I choose today if this identity were already becoming natural? The answer should be simple: a cleaner decision, a calmer response, a better boundary, a clearer offer, a more honest conversation. One action that proves the identity is no longer only an idea. That is organized manifestation, not frantic control, not magical performance, conscious participation. So what is the hidden meaning of Nikola Tesla 369? It is not about worshiping numbers. It is not about pretending Tesla gave us a secret journaling hack. It is not about bypassing action. The hidden meaning is this: reality responds to organized patterns. Your imagination is a creative instrument. Your attention is a signal. Your identity is the receiver. Your actions are the proof. And your life becomes more coherent when what you think, feel, choose, and become are no longer fighting each other. 3 is the vision. 6 is the harmony. 9 is the completion. And when those 3 align, you stop begging reality to change, and you become the pattern reality can finally reflect. That is the real Tesla 369 code. Not magic as escape, magic as order. Not manifestation as fantasy, manifestation as identity. Not frequency as fake positivity, frequency as the signal of who you are becoming. If you want the full breakdown, I wrote a complete guide on Nikola Tesla 369 code, the hidden meaning of frequency, over at Code of Ascension. And if you want to go deeper into conscious creation, manifestation, synchronicity, and the hidden patterns of reality, explore the tools and guides on the site. Link is in the description. And as always, keep ascending. Like, comment, and subscribe to Code of Ascension for more light code insights.